Hello, I'm going live on my Facebook. Just gonna wait for a couple of people to join. I'm doing this live with my daughter in the room, so just to add a little bit more pressure.
What? Excuse me?
Okay, so in today's live, what I wanted to talk about, something I have been reflecting on lately, is especially after doing like my Toastmasters table topic, and I realized I wanted to embody more of like Tony Robbins lifestyle routines. So I have in today's live, I wanted to talk about what we can do to, you know, put a good routine in place. I know probably a lot of you know this already, but what I've been finding really helpful, and then ways that things that I do to lift my vibration, and also how to know if your vibration is actually lifted. And so like how I've been starting my mornings recently. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust my nose stud because I realize it's hanging out. I'm gonna have to clip that from the actual video. Hi anyone watching. Today I'm talking about my daughter's in the background while I'm doing this live. My nose stud was hanging out, okay? So I am live and she is laughing in the background. It's really putting me off. Anyway, well, I'm here today. Great distraction, great training for me to, like, you know, learn how to deal with distractions. So I've been really embodying a little bit of like Tony Robbins lifestyle, well, not his lifestyle, but you know what he has been putting into practice in his life. And so I thought I would love to come on and share what I've been doing and what I've found really helpful for me. So a couple of things I do every day is I wake up and pray. I also pray at night, and I also put in quite a structured morning routine now, because I am wanting to embody and identify as this person that I really want to become or be, or what my future self would look like, or what my future self would do. And so I'm going to go through a little bit of Tony Robbins' morning routine that I've sort of like changed and well, you know, do my own little things. I pray, and when before that, I set my alarm for 6 a.m. and really I need to get up at 7. So I started at 6 a.m. and I put a 30-minute meditation on while I lie in bed. And so that means that like I can still relax and I can listen to a really good meditation while I'm still waking up. If you wake up earlier than this, then you know. I know it's really hard to wake up earlier. Well, I have struggled with waking up earlier, but I've just kind of, now I just do it. And then the next half an hour, well, this takes 10 minutes to do this stuff, but I allow half an hour to kind of do everything else I need to. But I pray, and then I wake up and shake my body. That kind of just gets you up, gets you awake, and then I do like a couple of star jumps or high knees, and that just gets your energy going for the day after I pray. And then I also he talks about doing this like deep breaths in, and then a power breath out. So do like 3 of those, or if you want to do 10. And then a really good thing for you to do is envision a time in your life where you felt unstoppable. For me, it was building my salon and, you know, still working all these hours while painting the walls at night and like creating this dream salon that I was, you know, really proud of. And at that time I felt unstoppable for all the stuff that was going on and what I was managing to achieve. So I kind of put myself back into that state of where I was and how I was so, like, I really admired how strong and how much I managed to achieve at that time. So that's, I sort of think of that, or I think of other times in my life when I was unstoppable, you know. And then I go into, then you, like, I also think of my daughter's smile and like or family, and I feel grateful. And then you go into a moment of like feeling grateful for everything, the food in your house, the warm bed, the roof over your head, the air that you breathe, you know, lucky that we have the clean air that we can breathe. These are just really simple, small things to be grateful for when there might be a lot in your life where you're like, don't feel grateful, or you wish things could be different. So just finding these small little things to be grateful for. And then after that I have like a hot and cold shower, and then you visualize your future self, what your future self looks like, who that person is, and you feel that. The main thing is to feel. If you haven't written down who your future self is and who you want them, what they do, and your dreams as your future self person, then I highly suggest that writing it down. I have it on like a pink card in my kitchen, so I look at it, and I look at it before bed, and then you actually feel everything on the list, everything that you want to be. You feel that. And you feel what it is to be that person. And this is a really good way for you to start like being like, this is why I'm getting up today. Now I'm going to step in this warm shower that I'm going to make it really cold at the end, which I never enjoy doing, but I still do it because I really realize it sets me up for the day to like do what I want to do, and why I'm doing that. You know, I kind of go over that in my head, and I really do believe that we go through a lot of stuff in our life to help others eventually through the challenges that we may have gone through. And so one of the things that I really want to do in this life and through putting content out there is to inspire and uplift people in some way or another. So anyway, I've got some notes here. Normally I just roll with it, but I thought I would come with like a couple of notes so I could flow off them. So what I wanted to do is also speak about like how to get into like a high frequency state, especially if you're feeling a little bit low or you're feeling a bit down or whatever. So a good way to like change your frequency or like lift your frequency, just get into a better mindset or whatever, is if you can listen to music, play on some music that you really like. I know a lot of you probably will know this already. And doing something for yourself, some self-care. Also another good way to change your mindset is to get outside, get in nature, go for a walk, do some exercise, do something for yourself. What is that you can do for yourself? And another really good way is keeping promises to yourself, which I've found for anyone who is here or was just joined, is doing this morning routine, is like keeping promises to myself, is making me feel a lot better and is activating my why and why I want to do this, and is sort of, you actually then become that new identity. You know, when people ask you like, oh, but how do you do this or how do you do that, instead of like, I watch people and I'm like, oh yeah, but they have it easy because of this, that, and rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, no, I'm just making excuses now. Like, I can do this too. It's just a mindset shift. And this is really when we go, okay, I want to become this person. I now need to live like that person. How does that person show up for themselves every day? And so, yeah, if you can use these practical steps every day to like show up as your best self, and how does that look for you? Even if it's like you can just like wake up each day and be grateful, pray. I don't know if you like pray to God, pray to angels, spirits, someone above that you can't explain, you know, just that's the best way to start, and also help raise your vibration and raise your frequency. And so another thing I wanted to mention, which might be a little bit of a zigzag conversation, is one way that you can tell that your frequency has been lifted, or that you are seeing the results from all the work that you're putting in. A good way to tell is if things aren't bothering you so much like they used to. Like, you might be sitting in traffic and before you were like, this traffic is so annoying, and now you might be like, oh yay, well not oh yay, but you might be like, oh, it means I can listen to a podcast for longer, or I can just, you know, can't really change the traffic. Yes, I might be late, it might be frustrating, but can I do anything about it? No. So you can actually sit and connect with your body and enjoy having an extra 10 minutes to yourself. Maybe that can be your self-care, you know. Also, if you're finding like gossip or people talking about stuff, before it might have really affected you, but now it kind of just goes over your head, or you're like, whatever, like, and you're not getting involved in it, that's another good way to know that you are lifting your vibration and frequency, and that all the good work that you're putting into practice is actually having a change in your life. You're not really involved in what they're saying, or too worried about any of that anymore. Also, another good way to see if all the work you're doing is really making a change and lifting your vibration is if animals are like approaching you more and really want to be around you. That's a good way to know that you are kind of in alignment of where your purpose and your soul wants to be going. So yeah, today's live was really just a little bit of a reflection on what I've been working through, and what I've been wanting to share, and what value I can add, because I do feel like we're all here for a reason. And just to go on a little bit of a backstory about me, I was the type of person who would always loved having me quite a few wines back in the day, and I would love jumping on stage. I would like fight the bouncer to get on stage. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to do something that is like help amping or motivating people somehow, and maybe Facebook is my stage. I can't get kicked off my own Facebook. Well, you know, maybe, but let's not go there. So yeah, so I feel like I've always felt like I've been meant for something more, and who knows where that's going to go and where all my journey is going to go. But I thought, if I can show up, not every day on here, but if I can show up in my life every day, like, who can I inspire today? Who can I uplift today? How can I serve? How can I help, you know? And if this resonates with you, you're feeling the same, then hopefully anything that I've shared will help you as well. And I'd love to like hear from you in the comments after the live and stuff like that. Oh, hi Anne-Marie and Alicia, thank you for joining. Today I was talking about lifting your vibration. And basically I'm just gotten a little bit sidetracked. Why I am here, and it's basically I talked about Tony Robbins, and I'm embodying Tony Robbins' morning practice where I pray, be really grateful, get up, do star jumps, do the hot and cold shower, and really just like I wake up an hour earlier before I need to, and I'm doing like meditation and doing my morning routine, and I do that Monday to Saturday. And this is me embodying a new life and how a new identity, I guess. So I'm really just sharing this because I'm hoping that it inspires or helps anyone. It doesn't have to be exactly how you do it, but these are the things that are helping me right now. So this live was me just wanting to contribute somehow to hopefully uplift and inspire someone. Anyway, I am going to finish that up now because I've pretty much shared everything that I needed to. So thank you for being here and watching, and have a great rest of your evening.